military general has responded following Emerson Mnangagwa declaring himself as a monomotapa or declaring himself as a king to the shock of through a video in an interview that he did with Ruben Baruwe that has been circulated throughout social media. When he was asked a question was posed to him that individuals have been lying that you disappeared, and he confirmed his disappearing, boasting that when you are a king, you don't tell the neighbors when you are going, you don't tell anyone when you are leaving the country. This has prompted the retired general to respond to the comments of Emerson Mnangagwa, reminding him that he is not a king, rather he is a president who was elected, and Zimbabwe is a republic. Greetings and welcome to your lovely channel, the Hlonipani Global News. If you're watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we beam live, you become the very first one to watch us. So, a retired general has responded following comments made by Emerson Mnangagwa. Very scary comments, but expected out of Mnangagwa, as we have previously predicted that this is the man who is looking forward to create a dynasty, yes, in this day and age. The retired Lieutenant General Winston Kauke Mapranga has written the following: fellow Zimbabweans, I am a soldier. I have seen things that do not leave a man. I stood at Heroes Acre and buried comrades whose blood brought this freedom. I helped restore legacy in November 2017, not so that one man could turn the presidency into a personal kingdom. And Emerson Mnangagwa appears to be doing exactly this, that is turning Zimbabwe into a personal kingdom, this time around declaring himself as a monomotapa and calling the people of Zimbabwe monomotapa people. In simple terms, he was saying Zimbabweans are his people. Now now he continues to say, President Mnangagwa must know this: you are a president, not a king. You were elected to serve people and the Constitution of the Republic of Zimbabwe, not to rule as if the country is your private tax shop. It must be noted that the proper statement by the retired general is that elections were rigged for Emerson Mnangagwa to be the president. And you know, once you bring a criminal to be the president, don't expect a criminal to then act like a saint. He is doing what he is and what he is known for. Most probably these retired military generals were taken for a ride, were actually robbed during broad daylight by Emerson Mnangagwa. He goes on to say a sitting head of state has no business sneaking in and out of his country like a common criminal under cover of darkness, without protocol, without notice to the nation he leads. How does a president leave his bags of gold, lives with bags of gold, and return posting that he does not need to be asked? This is not leadership. This is impunity. You know, one thing about the question of Ruben Baruwe, as primitively asked as it was, it's quite clear that social media is setting the agenda. We actually expose when they feel pain, they use the state media to ventilate issues that we would already have ventilated on. And the people of Zimbabwe knows that if you want to listen to accurate, clear, precise news, then you go to social media, not the Zimbabwe Broadcasting corporation. So it goes on to say this is the behavior of someone who has forgotten that power is temporary and accountable. The same gold that should build schools, hospitals, and roads for our people is allegedly being moved in secrecy while the nation starves. A president cannot claim to fight corruption while his name and family keep surfacing in gold smuggling scandals. This was a typical, simple a case of gold smuggling. I think the retired Lieutenant General, this time around, he called out Emerson Mnangagwa the way he is, and he characterized the issue of sneaking out as it is. It was for the purposes of smuggling gold, nothing more or less than that. This was a clear case of smuggling the gold, and they purport that they are keeping this gold as reserves. If he was not smuggling the gold, he should have actually protocols were supposed to be done. He could have actually visited the country even on a single day or an hour visit. He could have visited Belarus properly. He could have announced it the way it is done most of the times. But the mere fact that it was done at night, he did not use his normal motorcade, very expensive normal. You can see that these people, they don't have peace. They buy very expensive cars. Now we can't move with these expensive cars. He is opting for private cars to actually move out of the country. It speaks volumes about riches wrongly accumulated by individuals like Emerson Mnangagwa. So the general continues to say, I speak as one who wrote, when who wore the uniform rather, with honor. I defended Zimbabwe, not any individual. The constitution is not a piece of paper to be twisted for personal extension. The people are not subjects to be ruled from the shadows. Enough of treating State House like a family business where rules apply to everyone except the owner. Mnangagwa, step back, serve your term with dignity, and hand over power as the constitution demands. Zimbabwe belongs to all of us, not to one man and his inner circle. The soldiers who liberated this country did not shed blood so that their children could live under a presidency that operates like a tuck shop. We are watching. It is indeed Emerson Mnangagwa is running Zimbabwe like a tuck shop, and is treating the people of Zimbabwe as if like the likes of Sean Mnangagwa as well as his wives. He takes Zimbabweans for granted if actually truth could be spoken. So the retired lieutenant General, that is Winston Sikauke Mapranga, also adding his voice to the matter that has shocked Zimbabweans. But to some of us who have seen this before, we are not shocked because we know this is the man that wants to be a king. Constitutional Amendment Bill number 3. It is an instrument to pave way to his dream of becoming eventually a king in Zimbabwe. Now, in the next 2 or so weeks, it will be determined whether Zimbabweans will resist this or whether even the Zimbabwe Defense Forces this time around will come to the party of the people of Zimbabwe, and whether Chiwenga has influence. I think we'll be following these events with keen interest. But what I know is that Zimbabweans will never tolerate a dynasty. Mnangagwa may get away with Constitutional Amendment Bill number 3. It's not even about Chiwenga. He has a lot of people that are against him, seeking to turn Zimbabwe into his tuck shop, seeking to turn Zimbabwe into subjects that will be loyal to his bedroom. Zimbabwe is a republic. It elects a president, and a president derives the mandate from the people. It's not led by some king, stupid king, possessing the characteristics of Emerson Mnangagwa. It is a republic, and also what Mnangagwa has depicted today, it's a call for Zimbabweans to rise up to the occasion and see what this man is up to. He's up to destroying your country whilst you are watching it like that. And he does so during broad daylight. And he has exhibited that is nothing less of a criminal. Criminals are the ones who walk at night, sneak the country. They don't want to be noticed when they are leaving the country. They don't want also to be noticed when they come. When you ask them questions, they become arrogant. Exactly the typical behavior that has been exhibited by the president of Zimbabwe today. Thank you very much for watching us. If you're watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we beam live, you become the very first one to watch us. You can financially support this channel by pressing the join button and be part of our members who are the heartbeat of this channel. You can equally do so by pressing the thanks button and send us stars. Okanqube Mhlabane is signing out.